Alright, it's Tyrion, Cuthbert. I'm a person. I'm gonna continue playing the game now. I don't know if you saw last episode. Probably should have. Holy, oh my god. You can understand why I'm so eager to go right into things. The night before. Ugh, I feel so out of place here. Despite your clear hatred for the nobility, you found yourself at a party filled with aristocrats. You hardly recognize anyone, but many of the people here clearly recognize you. You're used to receiving dirty looks from the upper class, but you can literally feel everyone's disdain for you. Why are you in the corner by yourself? I can't believe I let you talk me into coming here. For reasons unknown, you lose your train of thought. Are the reasons that unknown? I've been wanting to wear this dress for a while now. What do you think? What's wrong? You suddenly feel extremely flustered. It's everyone to make eye contact with her. Oh, I see. Are you enchanted by my beauty? Come on, say something. Ever since that night in AotA, you felt like something has been off between you two. I'm having fun already. Hi, Tamora. Am I interrupting something? It's Tamora. I wanted to check in on you two before we went to meet with Lord Frigga. You spot a woman silently following behind her. Tamora, did you do a murder? Did you do a little bit of a murder? Uh-oh. Is she the client that Miss Tamora is representing? Oh, she's already representing her for something? You're pretty sure that this is your first time meeting her, but she still looks familiar for some reason. Because of the other Von Karma. Hi, I'm Tyrion Cuthbert. I'm Miss Tamora's ward? You extend out your hand to shake hers. She has an aristocratic air to her, so you hope you're not being too informal. Instead of taking your hand, she clasps her hands together and takes a deep breath. Huh? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. It's a bit of a habit of mine. No. I realized she finally shakes her hand. How'd she know where our hand was? We didn't say anything about having her hand extended. How'd she hold our hand? How'd she shake it? I don't know, like... I'm on to you, Beatrice. I've heard much about you, Mr. Cuthbert. My name is Beatrice. Not sure about the details, but your mentor appears to be brokering a deal between Beatrice and William Frigga. Okay, that makes sense. William Frigga is the ruling lord of House Frigga, so you're a little curious about what kind of deal he'd be involved in. But you learn not to pry into your mentor's business. Anyways, we'll probably be gone for a while. Can I trust you two not to cause trouble? You're in a manor filled with the highest members of the nobility. You might meet some familiar, yet unfriendly faces. You'll keep a low profile, Mr. Mora. Please, do. So, why were you so insistent on accompanying Mr. Mora to the Lord's Ball? That's... You know you can tell me anything, right? I guess everything that happened in AotA made me think about things. I don't really know anything about my past or where I came from. I didn't want to think about it because of my dad and mom, but I wanted to find out who your biological parents are. I do, but I don't know now. Being here is starting to make me feel weird. I still have my mom, and looking for my birth parents feels wrong somehow. I don't think that's true. Really? Mr. Moore adopted me when I was a child, and she gave me a purpose in life. But I still keep my childhood memories of my mother close to me. Mr. Moore and my mother are both important to me. I don't think it's disrespectful to find out more about yourself, and I'm sure your mother will understand. You think so? Of course. And I'm also sure of another thing. If I'm with you, I doubt any of the nobles here will want to speak with you. Yeah, I didn't want to be rude, but... Don't worry, I can find something to fill the time. You're just gonna play chess alone, aren't you? Maybe? You really need to learn to talk to other people. Make some new friends or something. I don't need more friends. I usually want to spend most of my time with you anyways. Anyway, I'm gonna try and talk to some people. Yeah, I'll see you later. I'm having fun. Celeste leaves to mingle with some other party-goers. You find yourself with very little to do, and you doubt anyone would want to engage in small talk from the likes of you. Your hand instinctively goes to your satchel. It contains your foldable chessboard. Well, it's not as if I have anything better to do. I should try to find an empty table to play on. Give me a table. Each table has a centerpiece of flowers on it. Most of the seats at the table are filled. It doesn't look like you'll be able to play here. Several gold-tinted chandeliers hang from the ceiling of the ballroom. Ballroom. Because balls. They look fancy enough to be worth a small fortune. It irks you a little how much wealth Lord Frigga must be hoarding to afford all of this. Right. This place looks pretty quiet, but there aren't any tables anywhere. Well, put on the floor. New best character? That necklace. You're someone, aren't you? You're like a person, aren't you? You're not the best character. You're pretending to be the best character. What the? While walking through the hallways, you suddenly find yourself face to face with a large wolf. Immediately upon seeing you, the wolf quickly gallops away. That does explain the wound on the back and face. And maybe on Steelwind as well. But that is yet to be decided. Did someone leave a door open? If you're thinking about telling someone, just remember that the manor is full of nobles. You're sure a servant will spot it eventually, and it's not as if anyone will believe you anyways. But it'd probably be best to find somewhere else to play. We just saw a wolf and we're like, yeah, I think we're gonna leave. There are several jewels mounted on the walls and they all look distant from each other. I already know that House Frigg is wealthy, but embedding jewels into the walls makes the place look pretty tacky. That is true. Gallery it is. Do we steal the sword? You look further around the manor and find a room with several displays. Looks like a gallery of some sort, but it's totally out of place here. There are a few nobles in the room. They're all silently appreciating the exhibits. Perhaps Lord Frigga paid a museum to create some historical displays for the Lord's Ball. Now there's a face I haven't seen before. Holy fuck. There's so much going on with you. As we take a closer look at one of the exhibits, an old man approaches you. Sorry, I'm just... What the fuck is your hat? Also the monkey. There's a lot. Why is the monkey wearing glasses and not you? I feel like it should be the other... I'm just gonna... Is that a monkey on his back? Hello. My name is Harold Haroldson. I guess everyone in this... One person per chapter gets this voice. And I guess it's gonna be you this chapter. Hello, my name is Harold Haroldson. I'm the curator of this collection. Harold Haroldson? Is that a pseudonym or something? No. Ooh. Historian! That makes sense. I see. Wait, he's a museum curator? He must be extremely knowledgeable about Wyvern Guard's history. You wonder. Would you happen to know anything about the ancient dragons? Like the Scare Lord with Thalion. There are many pieces in this gallery, and some of them were items that were wielded by the 7 heroes of Light and God. Legends say that some of these items were directly enchanted by Rathalion himself. Enchanted by Rathalion? Would that mean they also don't follow the rules of magic? Perhaps you should examine these items more closely. Way to be settled, Tyrion. Can we talk about... Can we, like, present the Eye of Horus to him? Is that a thing I can do? What do you think of my friend? Yeah. I really like that! Oh, I really like this, portrait pose. Alright. It's a pair of metallic armbands. There are several magical runes carved onto them. Those are the armbands of intellect. They were actually created by a member of House Frigga many centuries ago. Centuries? That would make these armbands one of the first creations of artificiality. That's correct. Legends say that whoever wore these armbands would be granted unparalleled levels of intellect. Many believe that House Frigga created these to aid them in their study of magic. Oh. Oh. Interesting. It's a crimson red short sword. That's the sword of spell eating. Legends say that it has the power to protect its wielder from any kind of magic. So it's like an anti-magic field. In a way, yes. But it has less than heroic origins, I'm afraid. It's said that this sword was created through a blood pact between a mage and a demon. A demon? Legends say that some demons have the power to absorb and nullify magic. A demon must have imbued some of that power into this sword. Or at least, that's what the legends say. Right, so we've seen this. Does it seem to put something like this on display? What if the legends are true? Don't worry. These displays are fortified with several abjuration spells. I bet even Lord Steelwind would have trouble getting into this. Alright. Makes sense. Oh, I should be looking at the paintings, right? It's a painting of some sort of scientist. That man is Dr. Luke Cuthbert. He was an alchemist and inventor from one of the branch families. He is well known for his studies in imbuing intelligence in automatons. Intelligent automatons? That make them somewhat arcane constructs. Yes, actually. I would be surprised if Lord Van Sack has used Dr. Cuthbert's research to create those constructs. Ooh, I'm sorry. So in essence, Von Sanctus is taking credit for someone else's work. It's a painting of a researcher. That is Professor Matt Freeland. He was a professor of some renown. He was a researcher of combinatorial magic theory. The fuck? It's the study of how different types of magic interact with each other. He famously ran an experiment on what would happen if two anti-magic fields overlapped each other. That's actually pretty interesting. What were the results of the experiment? Well, they had mages enter the space where the two fields overlapped. It turns out that those mages were able to use the magic in that space. Wait, how would that be possible? They would have two anti-magic fields affecting them. When the two fields overlap, they cancel each other out. I heard that it's akin to multiplying two negative numbers together. Makes sense. It's a pair of golden earrings. Small jewels embedded into each of them. Those are the earrings of vitality. It's said that the Scaled Lord imbued a portion of his immortality into these. Legends say that whoever wore them would have their lifespan increased tenfold. The Scaled Lord could do things like that? Of course, he is the Scaled Lord after all. I'm still hoping that one day we're gonna take the Scaled Lord himself to court. That'd be funny. I want to object to the testimony of the Scaled Lord. Right. Lifespan. That's interesting. All these are very good motives, especially that lifespan one. Are there any spells that can create a similar effect to these earrings? Not that I know of. A spell like that would probably fall under the school of necromancy. And I'm sure you know how much the King of scrutinizes that type of magic. Yeah. We should play chess with the old guy. Here, can we present our chessboard? Alright, I guess we'll ask more about him. So what is that historian doing at the Lord's Ball, Mr. Howardson? Harold. Right. Harold. Anyways, Lord Frigg invites my museum to set up some displays here every year. I was thinking I did somewhat of Culture the Fool. You want a museum? Yes, it's the Haroldson Hall of History, located in the city of Harith. That's a mouthful. Unfortunately, I don't think his guests appreciate the historical significance of these items. Honestly, I think you're the only person in years who's taken a meaningful interest in them. That's a fair question. Sorry, but I really have to ask, is that a monkey riding on your back? Yes, this is my familiar, Eugene. I love the concept of familiars. Well, familiar. A familiar is a creature that our mages formed a magical bond with. With that bond, our souls are forever connected. Okay, so that wolf is, like, Frigga's familiar, whatever. Not Miriam, the blind sister. Maybe blind sister. I can communicate with him telepathically. I could even cast my spells through him if I wanted to. Oh my god, is that like a seeing dog? Can she, like... Can she use the dog to see? Like, literally. You know, like how blind people have the... You know, they have the fucking dog that they walk around with so they don't walk into telephone poles or whatever. What if that's her dog? And she literally uses him to see, like a camera. Is that insane? Is that like... I'm taking like several leaps in logic there. I think I'm cooking though. I really think she did it though, just the way they've been presenting everything. So I don't know. It's a theory. I can communicate with him telepathically. I could even cast my spells through him if I wanted to. Really? I never knew a spell like that existed. It's quite rare. Few mages take the time to learn how to cast it. Celeste should get a familiar. I wonder what Celeste familiar would be. Maybe also a dog, or like a cat. Like a bear, tiger. Something cool. Right, yeah, so this is totally gonna be a thing. Okay, so that's interesting. Eugene helps me with my day-to-day. These old bones aren't as spry as they used to be, after all. Alright, ancient dragons. Mr. Harold. As a historian, you have a lot of knowledge about the ancient dragons. The answer to that question is somewhat complicated. What do you mean? Unfortunately, a lot of historical texts in my collection have been altered or even outright destroyed by the Church of Bahamut. Because of that, it's quite difficult to separate myths from actual historical accounts. Right. I remember encountering a similar problem at the Imperial Academy. You must be quite dedicated to your studies. I let the simpleton in the Imperial Academy. Rude, but she supposes that can't be helped. I had to fight the church for a long time before I could even display dragon bones in my museum. In the history of ancient dragons, was there any instance of them granting powers to humans? Well, of course. That's the entire premise behind the 7 Heroes of Wyvengard. Does this idiot not even know about that? Right. Right. But was there anything before that? Did they ever grant supernatural abilities that didn't follow the rules of arcane magic? And supernatural abilities, you say? That sounds more like something demonic in nature, rather than draconic. Demonic? Fuck, this guy's voice hurts, too. Much like the ancient dragons, demons are the stuff of myths. There are many stories of people selling their souls to them for untold power. Selling their souls? You recall the note that your mother left for you before she was executed. Use my eyes. Peer beyond the divine cage as I once did. She told you to use her eyes. Did your mother make a deal with a demon to give you the Eye of Horus? Is something wrong? This simpleton is far too superstitious. No, nothing's wrong. It's a bit too much to take in, but you might just be overthinking this. There haven't been any recorded sites of demons in recent history, only secondhand stories and superstitions. And of course, it can't possibly be demonic, can it? You hope Celeste's investigation is going better than yours. How dare you insinuate that I engaged in an adulterous relationship? That's not what I... Enough, if you try to leave with me again, I'll have the King's Guard throw you out. This isn't working. I don't think asking them like that will be very effective. What? Did you expect anyone here to be truthful with you? Everyone's all fancy at this party. Except for... I mean, I guess Tamora was dressed the same, but she's always dressed kind of fancy-ish. I wish Aster would dress like that. Anyway. You're essentially asking them if they cheated on the spouses. Have you been spying on me? Not intentionally. I was just surprised to see you here of all places. Right. I guess that makes sense. You're not party crashing, are you? Of course not. I came here with Ruby and Tyrion. That honestly raises more questions than answers, but I'll take your word for it. Anyways, you're looking for your birth parents, aren't you? Was I being that obvious? It's the only reason I could think of. Why else would he be trying to speak with members of the nobility? Me. I don't know if it's any of my business, but think hard about whether this is exactly what you want. Getting entangled in the aristocracy will only bring you misery. I've read your file. You have everything you could ever want. You have your mother and your friends. You even have a lover. What? You're in a relationship with Mr. Cuthbert, are you not? No, Tyrion's not my... Really? From the way you two behave around one another, I just assumed. It's pretty obvious you have feelings for him. What? How obvious? Did he seriously not notice? I think someone with his deductive reasoning skills would easily see through you. Oh yeah? What about you and Aster? I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, come on. I was there at Von Sanctus Manor. It's so obvious you like him. Please, you're grossly exaggerating things. Maybe my fiancé, but I only have the utmost respect for him. And what if I told you he was standing right behind you? You honestly think I'd fall for something like that? What are you falling for? I was hoping they'd play the music again. Aww. Ah! Your Highness! Your Highness! What the fuck? He shrunk! If Aster is Super Mario, this is what happens when he takes a hit. Oh, hello, Lady Steelwind. Your Highness, please don't run ahead like that. Conversation with Harold was definitely interesting, but you still find yourself with very few leads. Be it dragons or demons, the origins of the Eye of Horus still remains a mystery. Sorry about the voices. I feel like I kind of fucked up both of their voices. It's because my voice has been very fucked up by Harold. It's just something about old men just keeps ruining my throat. You find yourself returning to the ballroom, and you spot Celeste in the corner with some other people. Is she with Aster and Steelwind? Hey, Aster. What do you think of Steelwind's dress? It suits you very well, Miss Steelwind. You look lovely. Play the music, gosh darn it. Gramps. As you approach the group, you're stopped by a knight from the King's Guard. He stares you down. What? Prepare Arcanum. That was the invitation for Deck Magic. Right. I stares you up and down. Celeste hasn't cast any spells on you lately, so you shouldn't be able to see any traces of magic. Oh, Mr. Cuthbert. What was that all about? My apologies. They were making sure you weren't disguising yourself with an illusion. The King's Guard are charged with keeping us safe. They must take every precaution to protect us. Oh, and who might you be? Do not speak so familiar with me, peasant. Alaric, don't speak to him like that. Why shouldn't I speak to him as I please? I am Prince Alaric D. Guard the Sixth. I will not demote myself by showing courtesy to a commoner. Doesn't he mean demean? I'm terribly sorry about him, Mr. Cuthbert. He's a little shit. It's fine. Anyways, weren't you supposed to be investigating your birth parents? Leave the poor woman alone. She started it. Right. I'm actually quite surprised to see you both here. What brings you to the Lord's Ball, Mr. Cuthbert? We were just accompanying Miss Tamora. Her client had business with Lord Frege. Her client? You! Beatrice! Oh, they're both afraid of her. Why, though? Is it because she has an all-seeing eye dog? Beatrice suddenly storms through the ballroom. She almost walks right past you before she hears Aster's voice. She looks furious. The discussion with Lord Frege go badly. Oh, that voice. Is that you, Aster? It really is you. She called him Aster instead of Your Highness. Do they personally know each other? I'm glad to see you again. It's been quite some time. Is that really all you have to say? It appears you two have much to talk about. I'll be taking my leave. What? There's a bit of tension in the air. Celeste, we should probably get going too. Yeah. Wow, that was awkward. Yeah. I wonder how those two know each other. She's working with Miss Tamora, but she somehow knows Lord Frege and the Crown Prince. Just who is she? Well, I suppose it's none of your business. Anyways, how did your investigation go? I got nothing. I think all I did was make a bunch of nobles mad. Sorry, I know you really wanted answers. But I'm sure something will come up. You think so? Might be a little irresponsible to give her hope like this. Noble abandoned her at a tavern in a rundown village. You doubt someone like that would make themselves easy to find. Anyways, I don't want this night to be a total loss. Come on, dance with me. What? That's not really something I... Don't be like that. How often do we get to go to a party like this? Before you have a chance to object, she grabs your hands and starts dragging you to the middle of the room. You receive a few dirty looks from the aristocrats nearby. Celeste, people are staring at us. Who cares what they think? They're nobles. They're gonna hate us no matter what we do. She takes hold of your other hand and begins to pull you into a waltz. I don't even know how to dance. I've never done this before. It's easy. Just stop being so awkward about it. It's easy for her to say. Alright, just tell me what I need to do. first, you need to be closer to me. With one swift motion, she pulls her body closer to hers. Huh. Watch my movements and try to follow my lead. You seem to know a lot about these things. I had to do a lot of networking when I was a mercenary. Do you know how many times I had to charm a merchant into hiring me? I see. You really don't know much about her, do you? Carefully watch the position of her feet and try to match her movements. After a while, you find yourself able to match her rhythm. But you still accidentally step on her foot every few beats. She doesn't seem fazed by it. Either she's being polite or she genuinely doesn't feel anything. You're getting it. Don't focus too much on where your feet are. Just look at me. What? Come on, do it. Try to break eye contact with her. But every time you do, you slowly find yourself being drawn back into her eyes. You feel so embarrassed that you're becoming lightheaded. You find yourself perspiring more than usual. But at the same time, you don't have any urge to break away from her. There's a comforting warmth behind all the anxiety you're feeling. There he is, the infamous Tyrion Cuthbert. Never turns away from challenging a noble, but can't dance a step to save his life. Expression doesn't betray a hint of it, but you still detect feelings of nervousness from her. Is she just as flustered as you are? You find yourself relaxing a bit more. You're somehow able to continue matching her movements. See? There you go. Although, what is it? You know the man is supposed to lead, right? Maybe I don't subscribe to gender stereotypes. Or maybe you just suck at this. It's been a while since you felt this calm. There's always been something that you needed to prepare for. A client that needed saving, a culprit that needed catching. But you're quite content with this one brief moment you're able to spend with her. You almost find yourself getting lost in the mood. Until you spot a familiar face, accompanied by a legion of knights. Oh shit, right, the murder. Dang nabbit. Oh, no, don't tell me. The knights storm their way toward where Beatrice and Astra are. Several of the attendees take notice. They all stop what they're doing to see what's going on. Beatrice Frege, by the authority of the Wyvengard Crown, you're under arrest. Did you say Beatrice Frege? Damn it, it's just getting good. We should go see what's happening, shouldn't we? Yeah, let's go. You are completely out of line, Commander. I thought I told you to stand down. You not recognize who you're speaking to? Let go of Lady Frege. I can't really do that, Your Highness. Master, what's going on? It's Lord Frege. He was found murdered in his study. And these cretins think that Beatrice is behind it somehow. Sorry, Your Highness, but my orders come straight from Steelwind. Lady Steelwind sent you? Beatrice takes in a deep breath and clasps her hands together. That's like a magic thing, isn't it? That's like her, like, connecting to the dog or whatever. I'm telling you. I should go with them. What? No! My brother is right. They have no right to... I don't want to cause friction between you and AotA. She's always been meticulous. I'm sure she's just being careful. I'm sure I'll be exonerated once they've thoroughly investigated what happened. Okay. Only if that's what you truly want. Wait, you can't just let them take her away. Brother, she's correct. It is not our place to interfere with the laws of our kingdom. But... However... Yes, Your Highness. Miss Beatrice is blind. One of your knights will need to escort her. She's what? Did you just say that she's blind? Right. Anyways, we're gonna need to take you to a holding cell, lady. One of you should stay with her and guide her through. Please, I may be disabled, but I'm not a child. Beatrice walks past the knight and heads towards the foyer. It appears that she already knows the way out. Shouldn't you all be following her? Right. Inquisition, move out. I fucked up his voice. I shouldn't keep mentioning every time I fuck up a voice. I definitely didn't expect the night to go like this. Womp womp. Just, what is going on here? Oh, thank God. I need water. I need... That was rough. I haven't spoken like all day. I need... I need to get myself some drink. Or else I'm gonna die. Okay. Alright. Well, still, having a lot of fun with this case. Having a lot of... I don't know why I'm having this much fun with the romance aspect between, like, Tyrion and Celeste. I didn't expect that out of me. I think I just... I think I'm just a sucker for romance. um, maybe I should just suck it up and start playing more like romance visual novels. uh, but I'll save that. I'll save that moral conundrum for a later data. But yes, I shall see you all next episode. I don't know what that was. I'm sorry. Goodbye.